I did a video several months ago, and I was trying to give some predictions for what's going to happen this year. Well, actually, back in 2017, I made a prediction that Trump would be a one-term president. And I assumed that from what I said that people would understand that I thought Trump was going to be a one-term president, period. And that was the end of it. So what I really believe is he won't win the presidency this year. And I also put down in 2017 that he was a revolutionary. And then January 6th came about 3 years later. I also felt that Kamala Harris would someday ascend the presidency, either inheriting it some way from Joe Biden or whatever. She has those numbers to either substitute for him or replace him or whatever, or step in if he has a problem. So I want to make those predictions very clear. Another thing is that we live in a world where there was an atomic bomb. We had all kinds of weapons. Millions of people died during World War II and Vietnam. And then we had the atomic bomb over Hiroshima and Nagasaki. And actually, when you look at it, that was the technology of 75, 80 years ago. What we have today is much worse. And we have drones, and Star Wars is actually here. Recently, I saw a clip on TV that the United States has a weapon that nobody else has. It's kind of like a laser weapon that can fire something like a missile, but it's a laser. And it only costs $13 to do it each time, where a Patriot rocket missile, whatever, costs $1 to $2 million or more to fire. So they could fire this weapon all day long. And actually, this, I believe, came from Tesla in a way, because he was talking about some kind of ray gun that would demolish almost anything, a ship, a plane, a boat, and this is actually the United States now has that, and they say it's the only one. Eventually, I think India and China are going to be the number 1 and 2 economies in the world. I think the United States will always be wealthy by comparison to the whole world, because we have a standard of living. But I also said that giving away all our manufacturing to the rest of the world helped the rest of the world, but it really put us in a very vulnerable position with not only China but everybody else. Had we not done that, coming out of the 1960s, the United States was very enthusiastic. We had plenty of jobs, plenty of work. The unions were developing a great wage for the American worker. And then they started outsourcing things to bypass the American worker. And I think that was a sad commentary to our industrial civilization in the United States. But from here on, let me just say, to repeat, I don't think Trump will win the election. And I think Kamala Harris will someday be president in one way or the other. And I said this years ago, so this isn't new, but and I hope the Trump people don't get angry with me. It's what I believe, what I think, and I'm not exactly a fan of anybody's. I'm just telling you what I think and what I believe. They'll call me crazy, stupid, insane, because the Trumpies get very excited. They get angry if you try to underrate their... I guess they're a fan of his, and they're very extreme. And I'm sorry that I don't think your boy's going to win.